Hello everybody and welcome! If you want to play The Witcher 3 in first person, then you are in the right place. As well for people who want to play the game via VR first person perspective, which is very much possible with the mods that I'm using. I made a first Witcher 3 VR FPS tutorial video 2 years ago, and that wasn't really the best way to play the game in first person even for non-VR players. Within these 2 years somebody seemed to have created a new first person mod for the game, and this time it's a stable one. Fighting monsters or anything else, even cutscenes, you can go through it all in first person view and here for VR as well. The steps to have your game in first person or VR is not complicated at all, but it's important that you follow the order of these steps in order to have your game working stable. If you want to play the game in first person through your VR headset, then you must be aware that VorpX is required. But first thing first, how to install mods on The Witcher 3? It's pretty simple. Go to the main installation folder of The Witcher 3 on your computer. Then, when you are there, create a new folder and name it Mods. The next thing you'll have to do is to start modding. Go to the description of the video and look for Download First Person Mod, and then open the website that's next to it. On this page, you'll have to download the main files, which are two downloads: GFP main file and GFP patch. First, download the main file. Click on manual download. You will get a screen which tells you that you need additional files. So before you go further to the download for the first person mod, open the community patch base page first. Now, download the mod that's available under main files, which is called Community Patch Base. Click on manual download and download the mod. When the mod has finished downloading, open the RAR file and extract all folders and files to the main installation folder of your game. When Windows will ask you to overwrite any files or folders, you must press yes. Now, go back to the page that told you that you need additional files and click on Community Patch Shared Imports. Manual download the mod, and once the mod has finished downloading, open the RAR file. Go back to the installation folder of the game and do exactly the same. Copy the folder to the main installation folder of the game, and when Windows asks you to overwrite anything, you must press yes. Now go back to the download page of the first person mod and download the main file. Once the mod has finished downloading, you have to do the same once more and extract all files and folders into the main installation folder of the game. The next step is to download the patch file that's required to run the game in first person. Go back to the download page for the first person mod and download the patch. When the download has finished, open the RAR file. Now you must go to the folder where the startup X file is located for the game on your computer, which I will make visible here in the video, so you don't need to search for it. Once you are there, extract the patch in this folder and then open the patch and let it do its magic. Once that is done, you have installed the first person mod. But there is still one more step to take in order to have your game running. It's important, especially for people who already have mods installed in the game. Or if you want to install more mods. Go to the video description and find the link that will take you to the script merger software. This software will solve any mod combo issues for you that could prevent your game from starting or running stable. It will solve this problem by recreating merged script files, and they will be replaced automatically, so you won't have to do any copying or extracting. So if you are planning to add more mods to the game after this first person mod, then I strongly advise you to run the script merger before you run the game. But you can always try it without using the script merger. Who knows, maybe it works. Now, once you are on the download page for script merger, click on the manual download and download the program. I don't think it's important where you extract it. Just make sure you do it in a separated folder and name it Script Merger, so it won't get lost. Now open Script Merger. Then on top you'll have to locate the main installation folder of the game once more. Once this is done, it will show you a bunch of text related with your mods. It will be longer if you're using more mods. Maybe click on Refresh first, just to be sure you prevent any extra conflicts. But when you're ready to merge, choose Scripts to select all conflicts and then click on Create Selected Merge. You'll get a confirmation screen that you can close and a report view that you can ignore unless you want to see it every time, but after this just continue. You might have to do this a couple of times depending on the amount of conflicts you have, but when you are back on the main screen of Script Merger, you can then close the program. Now, run your game and check if your game is running in first person, which normally should be. Make sure to check the in-game options for additional options to adjust your first person view. And this brings me to the steps for people who wants to play the game in virtual reality. One of the options that comes in this first person mod is a field of view changer. It does has a limit, but it goes high enough for what we need. I have a 2080 Ti video card and I had a very lovely view with 3D. But I'll be honest, you might have performance or visual quality issues if you have less stronger hardware. I did notice some flickering effects in the distance every now and then, and I'm not sure how I should solve that. If you'd see anything in my game options that could cause it, be my guest to point it out to me in the comments. But besides the flickerings, I believe you could play the complete game this way. Now, to make sure that you are prepared, you'll have to make a custom resolution in Windows. This will make a few things more specified for your VR experience, such as sharpness and realism. If you find the right resolution for your experience, that is. Once you do this, you'll be able to pick the custom resolution in the game. The fact that you are able to change the field of view of the first person view makes it interesting for VR users to adapt this to the preferred resolution they want to play via VorpX. Some people play it on standard monitor resolutions, and others on more square-shaped resolutions, or multiplications of these resolutions. Combining the right resolution with the right amount of field of view can give you the right view for you, but you'll need to restart the game a couple of times and each time you'll have to change your resolution to figure it out. So if anybody here wants to try out later with a custom resolution, I will leave a link to this webpage which explains it very clear and easy how you have to do it. And if you want to play it on a custom resolution, then change it in Windows before you start the game, and then change the resolution as well in game, once the game has started. I will now show you resolution multiplications that you can use, or you can always experiment with other resolutions. But I advise you to try any of the ones I show you first. Pick one which you believe will be okay for your computer to handle. Now you made a custom resolution, but don't change it yet. It's important to try the game first with your normal resolution and adjust the field of view to your likes. And then if you want, try to experiment with custom resolutions to get the VR view better if that's what you want. You'll have to select the custom resolution in Windows, and after that you'll have to select the custom resolution in game as well. And that's how you get a better view through your VR headset. But it always depends on your personal preferences. Regarding VorpX, I have a profile for The Witcher 3 ready for you to use, but that one is related for people who wants to play the game in VR with the old first person mod for The Witcher 3. So I rather don't change that for the people who still use that mod. You can try the profile, but I can tell you now that it might not look as good as you want. The profile I used was the standard VorpX profile for The Witcher 3. So you might want to start with that as well. So now all you have to do is start Steam VR, start VorpX and start the game. VorpX will attach to the game and the game will start. Now load your save game, and when the game has loaded, open the VorpX settings menu that you can see through your headset and change the view mode to full VR. Now go a few pages further in this option menu to the HUD settings. There you will be able to adjust the location of the HUDs so they become visible in your VR perspective. And that's pretty much it. You can always tweak and try some stuff with the in-game or VorpX options, but I advise you to keep it how you're satisfied with. If you want better quality, then try to find any good graphics mod for the game. It might be better than using custom resolutions. And that's how you play The Witcher 3 in first person and through VR perspective. I hope that this video was very useful for you. If it was, it would make my day. Anyway, have fun in The Witcher 3. Goodbye!
let them boss you around, eh? White-haired one.
Tough times.